Yeah, I got a haircut.
It looks good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Who did it?
They don't sponsor us. I'm not going to shout them out.
Okay.
Some, a chain haircutting place. Whatever those, how they have it's like a fast casual, like the Chili's of haircuts.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah. I will say that I had clips and they were great. So take for that what you will.
Are you ready to play maybe some sports?
No. Is that? Oh, I forgot that Sports Clips was also a place.
Oh.
There's so many unimaginative haircutting place names.
I know.
You know?
I know, and then even like chill ass barbers, nothing against them, I love them and stuff, but it's always just kind of like.
I know that about you, Nick. I know you have a deep seated love for barbers.
I love
the art has always inspired you.
I respect them so much, way more than politicians. But
hey, you know what? That's not an untrue statement.
But it's always just named after who the guy that owns it is. It's like Mike's Barbershop.
Like Otis's Haircuts.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, I don't know. I think we can up our
And then
game.
all the chain places are like Sports Clips, Great Clips, Super Cuts. Like, there's nothing like snazzy, like Bangs with a Z. I would go to Bangs with a Z.
Oh, I think some guys are going there with a different intention, though. It's like, wait, we get our haircut here? Yeah, fuck this.
It's even in that that 90s font. And all they do, they just cut your hair and they put. Do you remember that? Did you ever use that gel, that LA style gel?
Oh, hell yeah.
It was like clear, like see-through colored and weird. It's a very distinct smelling gel.
Yes, very much so.
It's
yeah.
It's its own thing.
Now here's a question for you. Did you ever use the gel that made your hair a different color? Not hairspray, but like it was a gel and it made your hair, different color. You could get like red, blue. I would get like kind of like a blondish thing. I was like very much into like the bangs up, but the rest of the hair down.
Like frosted tips. Bangs up,
bangs
rest of the hair
up,
down.
exactly.
Okay.
Rest of the hair down. That was my look.
Bangs up, A-Town down.
Oh my god!
I could see that as your style, like 100%. That seems like a Nick Malizia style.
Yes.
Let me fix my audio levels are all fucked up. I did get a haircut. It is better than it was. I got it on tour.
Okay.
Like, I was on tour and my hair was super long and crazy, and I saw myself in the hotel mirror, and I was just like, you look even more like shit than usual. You need to do something about this.
Well, that's what hotel mirrors are for, is to make you question who you are.
Yeah. No one looks in a hotel mirror and like feels good about their life choices.
No.
Especially when it's a Motel 6.
Exactly.
I was generous with the word hotel.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 light bulbs are like half what on.
One of the light bulbs was just a lightning bug that they had stuck in the socket. Oh, Motel 6.
You'll
that's
say Motel 6 on the podcast, but you won't say where you got your haircut because apparently Motel 6 sponsors us.
Motel 6 has sponsored me many, many nights. I can't tell you the amount of nights that I have gotten a great deal at a Motel 6 and been like, this is a sleepable environment.
It'll do, donkey. It'll do.
Motel 6 gets a bad rap, I think. Like, everyone looks at that as like the shittiest motel, but it's at least like a franchise, and so it has some sort of standards.
Right. No, this is a great point.
I've stayed at tons of Motel 6s all over the goddamn country, and they are generally like a pretty decent time.
They're fine,
They're fine. It's not the most comfortable bed, but they did a good thing by ripping out all the carpets. They're all wood floors now. Or
look at that. Wood. Very nice.
I know a lot about Motel 6.
Top 3 things Motel 6 has done correctly in the last 10 years. 1, hardwood floors.
2, more locks on doors. And 3, fewer floors. I don't know. I was trying to. It all had to rhyme. You understand?
Did it? Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. This is Spin Doctors.
Trying something new.
This is
I like it.
The newest way to intro the show.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you know it's a special episode, right?
Yeah. It's a very Spin Doctors Christmas.
Yes, yeah, it is. It is Christmas time, and we have been absent from the airwaves for many a moon at this point. Mm-hmm. I was on tour. Nick, you've got you're like moving.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on in our personal doctor worlds, and I know doctors are supposed to keep odd hours. Like we're supposed to be on call 24/7.
Exactly. Saving lives.
Yeah. We took the hypocritical oath.
Exactly. Taking shots before surgery.
Yep. Gotta steady them nerves.
Mm-hmm.
But we're back. We're back for, as I said, a very special episode. It's a duo episode, I think is what we called it last time.
Ooh.
When it's just Nick and I. Jesus Christ. That's how you know it's a good energy.
You,
when
Jesus
I am stumbling
Christ?
over my own name. Yeah, I am Jesus Christ.
Welcome. Jesus Christ. And happy birthday to me, bitches. Which is in the Old Testament. They decided to take that part out.
The bitches?
Mm-hmm.
Did he stand up from the cradle and say that? Was that his first?
Yep. Oh
commandment?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the wise men just had dollar bills ready for him so he could go to the strip club. Fact.
Oh, I thought they were making it rain on him. What if that was it's funny that making it rain is reserved for, strippers or shit like that.
Ooh, yes.
It's all very gangster. We should make making it rain a more family friendly thing. You should just be able to do that all the time.
Hell yeah.
You go to your kid's birthday party and you're getting them $15 for their birthday. You just make it rain on them. They're just yeah.
I mean, it feels amazing. I'm sure. Bar mitzvahs need more rain of money.
Yes. Yeah. I always thought that those capsules that you stand in and there's just money that gets blown around you with fans, and you have to collect all that money. I thought that would be a bigger part of my existence, to be quite honest. I saw that in so many things on TV growing up. And I was like, I would be so good at that because I understand what to do. I'd just be I had mastered the science
that was
in my mind.
Okay, yeah. What was going to be your strategy?
The money to the wall. You don't try to grab it out of the air because it's moving too quick. You got to slap it so you got more surface area of the hand. Grab more bills, smack it against the wall, then you can grab it and you can get a better hold of it.
Okay.
Bap.
A slap and a grab.
And you
just slap and a grab.
That. Yeah, grab.
Which is kind of what got Harvey Weinstein in trouble, I feel.
Yeah, but when it's money, it doesn't count. You can do anything.
Yeah, that's
money.
true. You can. Yeah. Oof, this is going down a dark path, I feel. Yeah. On the subject of, I thought that there was going to be more of in adulthood in life. I thought there was going to be more sloppy joes. As an adult, Sloppy Joes got, all throughout elementary school and stuff, like Sloppy Joe Wednesday, whatever and stuff. And ever since elementary school, never seen a Sloppy Joe again. Never been offered one. Never. Why is that just a kid's thing? I would like a gourmet Sloppy Joe. I feel like
it was more like it was a 90s thing.
Was it just 90s?
I feel like a Sloppy Joe is a very 90s food.
What?
Yeah, it feels like 2000 happened. They're like, no, we don't want any more sloppy joes. We want
we're the future now,
Joseph.
Okay? We're the 21st century.
Yeah.
That's beneath us.
We've gone through Y2K. It's like times puberty.
Yeah, that's. So I guess my question then is, what is the 2000 sloppy Joe?
The slider.
I don't know how to feel about that.
You tell me I'm wrong.
I feel like sliders were around.
Did you ever eat sliders when you were a kid?
Well,
no.
I didn't go to weddings.
There was no such thing as
I feel like sliders are only at weddings in a sense. No, they're at parties.
No, sliders are
okay, don't ever look at me like
parties.
that ever again, okay?
For the audience, I gave Nick the most scathing look. It was...
Jeez.
Yeah, it was like an attack of a look.
It's like I just said the earth was flat. That's the look you gave me.
Gasp! Shock!
Pacow!
But yeah, sliders weren't a thing. Like if you got a little hamburger when you were a kid, you just got a little hamburger.
But as a child, it's just a regular hamburger because I'm so small.
Exactly. but it was never like referred to as a slider. I think the Sloppy Joe, much like a Pikachu at level whatever, evolved into the slider. They were like, we need to capture this, we can't just do a burger. We got to do something, because burgers have been around since the dawn of time. Cavemen were cooking burgers.
Yeah, facts.
They would harvest bread from bun plants. They would just, pick it off the top, and then they would go dig up a steak, and then they would cook that over the fire, and then they would just slap them together and make themselves a burger. Yeah, it's well documented.
That's I think yeah. Can't think of his name right now, so I'm just gonna move past it. Burns. Yep. Ken Burns. There it is. Documentary. Ken Burns is the documentary of hamburgers.
I would watch that.
Actually, I would be...
I haven't watched a lot of documentaries recently.
Yeah, there's just too many now, I feel.
There's that Beatles one that came out that's supposed to be
I'm in
really
it. It's so good. It's beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, it's just wild.
Has it changed your opinion on any of the Beatles? Like, do you have a new favorite Beatle?
No, it just makes me understand like what genius looks like, and like just kind of like seeing their process more. It's
What is your favorite Beatle, or who is your favorite?
Probably
Beatle?
George.
George.
Yeah, George.
Yeah, mine's Dung.
God damn you.
That was the entire reason that I asked you that question. I didn't even really. Would you say Ringo? I don't remember. I was just
waiting for me to stop talking so you can say Dung.
Yeah, pretty much. So this episode is going to be a special duo episode, like I said, between Nick and I. I don't think I've ever said who I am. You know who I am. I'm the man with the plan.
Jesus Christ.
I'm Jesus Christ. Oh no, that's too close to Gigi Allen. Rolling Stone, the classic publication, recently, I want to say posted, but I guess released or something better. Possibly made, created. Yeah.
All those great words.
A list of the top 500 songs of all time. Now, 500 is a lot of songs, so we're not going to do 500 songs.
No, that's just stupid.
Yeah, that would be too much. Nobody wants that.
No.
100 even is unfathomable, to be quite honest.
That's a lot of songs.
I couldn't fathom that. 50 even. No. But 20... I think is a manageable number. I think we'll spread it over 2 episodes.
Okay.
The top 20 songs of all time, according to Rolling Stone magazine. Have we ever discovered which came first, the magazine or the band?
I feel like we looked it up before. I think the magazine came after. I'm going to say that.
Rolling Stone magazine, first issue. It was started in 1967. So yeah, the Rolling Stones, the band.
Okay, yeah, they've already been around. They've already dropped some great albums.
Yeah. So how did the magazine get the clearance?
I wonder. Yeah.
It must have been just during the heyday of those guys just being on so many drugs that they were just signing whatever. They're like, yeah, you can have it,
sounds
whatever.
Good. Have that one too.
Yep. We're going to be a magazine? Cool, man.
Wait, there's other bands in this magazine every month. What the hell? I thought this was our magazine.
Well, it's just, I don't think that you'd ever, there's not going to be a publication that comes out that's like the Fall Out Boy Weekly. Never references the band, I know that Rolling Stone is like an established thing, like a phrase, Papa was a, and so forth.
Like a.
But, yes, much like a. A gathers no moss. These are not my favorite band. It goes on and on.
Yeah.
It just seems weird that they were able to just sneak on in there and take that
one. Yeah.
Maybe it's just like that they're different enough. No, because they're a music magazine. I don't know. Some sort of legal wizardry.
Yeah.
Happened on that
we need
one.
a documentary on that.
either way, they are, up there in the most respected music publications, right? They're great. They're awesome. And they made a list of the top 500 songs of all time. And that's what we're going to do on this episode.
I would like to know. I just want to know. They did a good couple years ago release a 500 greatest songs of all time. But so this is like the part 2, the redo, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like this was released this year in the year of our Lord 2021. But it's it's got songs from all over time, right?
Sure.
Is this a good episode?
We got it. We're loving it. We got haircuts. We got things talking right now. They'll like it. Just like us. That's all we ask for.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this a good episode?
I just can't tell right now. Like,
oh my god,
I'm a little high.
I usually have that kind of thought. Not is this a good episode, but just kind of like, is this a good idea? Like a good amount of time. Like maybe the first thing that comes to mind is like going out on a date with somebody, where it's like like we've ordered the food. It's been a while. The food should be out here any second now. It's like, was this a good idea? Like, should I really be doing this right now?
Should I have put both of us through this uncomfortable situation?
Yeah, it's just, I'm already on my 3rd beer. She's just sipping that one glass of wine. Like, I don't know if this was a good idea.
And that's not counting the shots you were taking out of your trunk in the parking lot beforehand.
Because I need to be talkative. I need to be comfortable.
Right, gotta be loose.
Yeah, exactly.
Need that, courage juice.
Liquid courage?
Yeah, liquid courage. That's what they call it. Courage juice.
Oh man, I don't know if this was a good idea. But yeah, we got it going. It's happening.
But before we get into it, I want to play a little game. I want us to make what we think is a top 20 songs. We'll just do a top 10.
Okay.
What do we think are the top 10 songs of all time?
So we're guessing like what Rolling Stone has, or is this just like personal belief?
No, this is our personal preference. This is a little game we're playing.
Whoa. Okay. Damn. Not in any order, because that's hard.
No. That would be difficult because we'd be debating which one goes in front of the other one. Just establishing a top 10.
Yes. I mean, I gotta hit on to some Beatles. I personally love so much Happiness is a Warm Gun.
Okay.
There's that.
I'm gonna say Happy Birthday.
Dear God, okay, this is what we're doing, okay. I'm also gonna go with
I'm just saying, what song gets sung more often than Happy Birthday? That's gotta be in the top 10 songs of all time.
But is it a banger, is the question.
It's at least a bop.
Oof. Bop or flop? I'm gonna give Happy Birthday song a flop, only because
Happy Birthday is such like a song that shit, you can't sing it at a Chili's. They had to invent their own Happy Birthday song. They're like, no, those evil crones, the Hill sisters or whatever the hell their names are,
the Sanderson sisters.
Yeah, the Sanderson sisters cast a spell on this song so that nobody is able to sing it. So they had to happy birthday, that bullshit.
Right.
You don't feel good hearing that.
No.
You know that when they come out to sing you happy birthday on your birthday, the day on which you were born, those many years ago, you want them to sing happy birthday to you. Like everybody's like, oh, this makes me so like uncomfortable. Oh my God. But you like it. Don't lie to me. You like the attention. You like the little thing that you get. But when they come out and they do that, they give you like a free dessert, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they don't like bring you a present. They're not like, I know how much you've been wanting the new Smash Brothers.
That would be dope, though. That would be awesome.
Here's some Five Nights at Freddy's pajamas.
Rather than, because I'm not a big dessert person. I do love birthday cake, but I'm not a big dessert person.
Well, that's what they would bring you. It's your fucking birthday.
No, it's not birthday cake. They bring out they tried too hard, the desserts at restaurants. You know, it's like it's a s'mores, but it's in like a funnel cake style, or it's like, you know, it's like a figgy pudding because it's Christmas, but it's in a cool little mug. This is a brownie,
but it's served in a mug and you drink it, and it's also made of lettuce. And...
Yes. So I would like to haggle, like, okay, you know, do your song, if whatever.
Do your song.
Whatever.
Like you're doing them a favor by listening to it. Like they're auditioning, yes. Do your little dance, yes.
Entertain me. Go ahead. I'm an emperor in Rome right now.
Sitting there with your thumb sideways, waiting to give them the death penalty.
The weakest singer does get executed.
That's what happens on The Masked Singer too.
Exactly, like literally killed.
That's why they put masks on them, so that like when they kill them, you don't feel so bad. You're like, oh, the pigeon got killed today. Oh no! And later you find out that the pigeon was like Bill Gates.
But I want to haggle. Do your song, leave the dessert, save that for somebody who cares. Take off like 20% off my bill. That's the birthday gift I want.
Oh, but I mean, yeah, everybody wants money off.
Yeah, that's what that's the real
dessert,
gift.
Yeah, but the dessert for the restaurant costs like 70 cents.
Exactly, and that's why it's bullshit. And that's why I don't want it. Also, the Italian restaurant that I worked at, we had our own birthday song, which was get a group of people very reluctantly and do happy birthday, have a happy birthday, happy birthday, have a happy day.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is like Happy Birthday is such a good song that the rights are so secured. It's like fucking trying to get like a Michael Jackson song. That shit is locked down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, yeah.
Also, for He's a Jolly Good Fellow. It's gonna be up
there. I can get down. See, that's a banger, I feel.
Yeah. Because that one is even more like a birthday song is sung to you, you know, every year regardless. Like you didn't do anything, you just survived another year. That's essentially what a birthday is congratulations for not being dead yet.
True, that's very true. Or so for some people, it's like, meh.
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
here we go.
I don't want to congratulate you, but wow, more like a shock. It's like, wow, you've made it this far. Wow,
I can't believe you're here. Right on, man.
But for He's a Jolly Good Fellow usually involves some sort of accomplishment, or like you did something, like if you know, are working at an office and a fire happens and you like save everybody in your office by holding them and jumping out of a window, then they'll sing you for He's a Jolly Good Fellow, because that's some jolly good shit to do.
That's good, and I want it to be sung by the firefighters because I just did your fucking job.
And then probably... My Heart Will Go On. Yeah, probably that.
That's a good one. That is a good one. God damn you.
I wonder, like, what their metric was for what is the best song. Like each of these things, and I'll go through it. You know, they've got like a little blurb about, you know, the song and like why it's good.
Yeah, there's voting. It's the amount of songs that gets the vote type of thing. I have a buddy who just found out recently that a guy that he went to high school with is part of the voting and works for Rolling Stone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And, yeah, not a fan of him as a person, my friend.
You're not a fan of your friend?
No, I love my friend. My friend doesn't like the person who works for Rolling Stone.
Because I was going to say, that must be an awkward relationship. I have this friend that I fucking hate.
Don't we all, though?
Yes.
Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean. But like he also told me a story that like he's always been like a huge music snob all throughout high school. They graduated.
I think it's a prerequisite to work at Rolling Stone.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
In the interview, they see how far you can get your own head up your ass.
Exactly.
And they're like, all right, 6 inches, perfect. You can work in advertising.
Yeah. And so they graduated high school, years go by, my friend's at Boo Boo's and going through the used section and got
Boo Boo Records, San Luis Obispo. It's a great record store.
Great record store.
We have listeners all over the world.
Oh, that's
Nick.
right.
You gotta
that's
be
right. I'm sorry.
Conscientious.
Sorry,
we have a big listenership in Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
We get a lot of downloads in Ohio. So
That's
if you're in
awesome.
Ohio,
well, thanks, guys.
I would like to say, oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Yep, sorry.
Ohio.
Wait,
hi, guys.
Oh, I'm getting a message right now. Yep, we just lost all those listeners from that stupid-ass joke. God damn it.
We lost our Ohio sponsorship. I am financially ruined.
Boo Boo Records in San Luis Obispo, California. My buddy came across a copy of Nirvana's In Utero. And, like, he was like, okay, like, I don't have this. You know, I know this is, you know, one of the albums that, you know, you need to listen to and stuff. Came across the Music Snob. And he was like, oh, you're getting In Utero? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, that's a good one. Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding? That's a good one. God. Fuck off.
That's not even like trying to connect with them. That's not offering a unique opinion that you can have a conversation about. That is literally just being, yeah, it's a good one. You know, that it's like, oh, you've heard of Led Zeppelin? Yeah, they're a good band. I know them. They're a good band.
Exactly. It's like, oh yeah, they're chill. They're pretty chill. Like, shut the fuck up.
I wonder if there's any Led Zeppelin songs on this list.
I mean,
I honestly made the mix to see, you know, of all the songs, because I do a little bit of pre-work on the show. I'm not going to lie. It's not all off the dome. I know it's just sounds so like fluid and I'm still wondering if this is a good episode. But I made the list and I don't remember what's on it at all.
Cool,
I remember the first song because I can see it, but besides that one, nope, that is my niece.
Oh,
she's obsessed. Like, she always wants to be in my room all the time now. She's always like jumping on my bed and she climbs up on my headboard. Well, I guess, or like she just wants to be in there, whether or not I'm in there. But she always wants, like, kind of. And she jumps up on my headboard and then jumps off my headboard onto my bed. That's
what it is. It's the makeshift playground that is your room.
Yeah, exactly.
It smells like skunk in Uncle Rick's room.
Yeah, I sometimes feel bad when she comes in here. I'm like, oh, I literally just blew out a big cloud of smoke. Just like let my fan blow this out my window a little bit first.
My mouth's really dry for some reason.
What
What
now
is
let me
the
tell
universe?
you about Santa Claus.
She just comes out of your room one day to her parents. It's like, time is a flat circle. It's like, okay, no more time in Uncle Rick's room. Holy shit.
You are banished. She's like smoking a cigarette, wearing a little suit, drinking a beer, playing a bongo.
Oh yeah. Oh, a lot of puka shell necklaces going around.
That's another very 90s thing.
I miss the 90s, man. It was a good time for technology.
Puka shells being technology?
No, just like 90s in general.
The height of the technological revolution. Strings of shells.
A lot of yin-yang necklaces going around.
What's your favorite piece of 90s technology?
Fucking Game Boy.
The Game Boy, that's pretty good.
OG Game, not this Game Boy Color, not any of that. Like OG white brick ass Game Boy.
The worst Game Boy.
Yeah, but that was perfect, man. That's all you need. You could walk around with your fucking video game. It was amazing.
Yeah, you could essentially drive it to school. That thing was so huge. Like it was like carrying that shit around was like carrying around a graphing calculator. This is my TID Mega Man Plus. I think the Game Boy Color was better. The Game Boy Pocket, the one that was like smaller.
Game Boy Pocket, yeah. Oh, it fits your pocket. Great job on the name there, Nintendo. Oh, what are we gonna call this one that fits in the pocket? Oh, I got one, Dave. Or actually, it's Nintendo. So, arigato. How about Game Boy Pocket?
Why would they name their... Wait a minute. Why would they name their son Thank You?
You never know.
Celebrities are naming their kids here in America Apple and shit. So
exactly.
Hey,
yeah.
maybe you've got a Thank You working over at Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, I just love how Harigato just goes right off the fucking tongue. Maybe we shouldn't do this episode.
It feels weird.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because we haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, we haven't done it in a while. But I mean,
and podcasting. I think that's also it too. We haven't done it, and we haven't done podcasting for a while. So I think that's why we're like kind of, I don't know,
backed up.
Yeah. In so many ways.
I have audio blue balls.
Ways.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Songs, Rolling Stone. Let's get in it. Should we just get in it? Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cut a bunch of this shit out. So okay.
It was all gold, so you don't need to. Don't worry. And we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna take us to this break because we're gonna loosen it up right now. We're gonna go on a break, children. We'll be back, and when we get back, we're gonna get started into Rolling Stone's top 20 songs of all time right here on Spin Doctors. Did I tell you about Halloween seeing a guy dress up, a bald man dress up like Goku?
No.
Okay, so at Frog and Peach, guy walked into the back patio. My friend who's a Dragon Ball Z fan with me was like, dude, do you see this guy? He's dressed as Goku. And like he got like legit costume, like very well done, but he's bald. And I was like, oh, or is he Krillin?
Yeah.
And he was like, ooh, that's a good point. And so like we're like talking about it. I had a little bit more to drink. I was like, fuck it, I gotta ask this guy. And I go over, I was go, hey man, like I love the Krillin costume. And he looked at me, he goes, I'm fucking Goku. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. But just like I did say it, but I was like, you know that like you're giving off fat Krillin vibes with that fucking dome bald head that you have going on.
That you literally cannot change your height. Like
no.
So the only difference that you can do to mark yourself between Goku and Krillin is to shave your fucking head.
Exactly. And it would have been great to like throw the dots on there too. He didn't have the dots, you know, which, you know. But
I mean, I guess there's that too. But that's fucking amazing. I'm fucking Goku.
Like, you know what, if you're a fan, true fan, you understand like why this is confusing, right? Okay?
Yeah.
All right. You have a good one.
It's like if he was painted green and you're like, oh, nice Piccolo costume. And he's just like, no, I'm Green Goku.
I'm Super Saiyan Green.
Yeah. I wonder if there's got to be some crossover with podcast listeners and anime watchers, right?
Oh, totally.
I know that I am those things, so yeah. Hey.
You are a breed.
We are a breed. Welcome back to the show. We're loose now, baby. We had a break and we talked and we're back and we're ready to talk about some music now. So we don't have a guest on this episode. This is normally where we would ask the guests about the album and about why their reasoning for choosing it and how it means to them. But because we're going to be talking about so many different albums, we'll just do that between the two of us as we go through the songs.
Yes, waste of space. Don't need it. Let's just keep it tight.
Don't need it.
I'm worried. I can already feel like I'm going to get upset at something, which I think is the point of a list in a way. There's got to be like a part of these people, whatever these creatures are that make these lists, that like do want to stir some controversy, you know?
It's got to be. Because it is music is so subjective. Obviously, there's going to be like people fighting over it. But I'm sure some of these were put in there purposely just to be like, well, let's put tub thumping at number 36. Fuck it.
It was a big song to some people, man.
It's a good song, you know. It gets knocked down, but it gets up again. All right, so let's just get into this shit. The first song on our little list here, number 20 on Rolling Stone's best songs of all time. This is "Dancing on My Own" by Robin.
Oh, this is a banger.
it's good that you know this song. I have no idea what this is.
Okay, yeah, no, she's no, I don't want to say what country she's from because I'm gonna get it wrong. Switzerland?
Sweden.
Nope.
Sweden.
So.
Swedish disco queen. Yeah, it says on Rolling Stone, Swedish disco queen Robin captured all the agony and ecstasy of twirling alone in a corner of the dance floor. So let's listen to it and see what makes it number 20 of all time. This is Robin's "Dancing on My Own."
Yeah, this is a vibe.
This doesn't sound like it came out in 2010. Okay, it does kind of go hard though.
Oh yeah, and just like listening to this by yourself in your room.
This is one of those songs that plays on a movie during like a drug scene in a club.
Oh, great pull! I like that a lot.
Like when the main character is like sitting there, you know, and it's in slow motion montage of them drinking and like being high and dancing crazy. This is what's playing.
A lot of stains on the shirt.
Mm-hmm. This sounds so European.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it was, I mean, I know it's, you know, a woman, but it sounds like it was written by Daft Punk.
I remember I dated a girl and her, it was before I was aware of Robin and this album, and her sister was super into Robin. And it was
That's such
just
a
like,
random artist to be super into.
Oh, totally. It was like, what? Especially at that time, like, I was just like, I felt like I knew a little bit of everything, but I never heard of her. And I was like, fucking Leah likes Robin? Like, what is that? And then started listening to it. She got a little bigger. I was like, okay, I get it.
You're like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. I don't know. It seems fine. I don't know that I think that might be one of the songs that I disagree with already for being the 20th greatest song of all time.
20's high, but I mean...
20 is high as fuck.
It's yeah. I'm not trying to, like, defend, you know, the choice at all, but it's, I'm sure it's a big song to many people, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's one of those songs that's like huge in Europe, you know, and like a club staple because the scene is so big out there.
This is the "Don't Stop Believin'" for Europe, where it's like this comes on as the last song at the club, at weddings, at school dances, and like people are like, "This is it."
Losing their shit.
Yep.
But they're losing their shit in European, which I don't know what that sounds like.
The shita.
This is great. All right. I don't know. I don't speak European. Speaking of Europeans, this next song is from a little known artist that you might be familiar with. This was released in 1971. His name was John Lennon.
What do you mean was? Is he not alive? I don't want to do that.
Oh, buddy, I have some news for you. Oh, I don't. Oh no, I don't want. This is a bad way for you to find out about this.
Huh? Did this just happen last week?
No, this happened in the 80s.
Huh?
Oh, buddy. Okay, we'll talk about it later. He was he flipped his vet going 80. Let's just say that. What if that's how John Lennon had actually died? Like in a crazy high-speed car chase.
I mean, it would be a lot less sad than the way he actually died.
This is Imagine. I mean, this one obviously deserves its place.
Perfect area, top 20, you know. Could make the debate that it should be a little higher, but I mean, since we're kind of like, you know, there's a lot of new music since the last time they've done this list, you know, you gotta, you know, make room for other things going on.
Yeah.
But I mean...
Because that last one was a 2010 song, you know, so they're
exactly.
Spanning the years, really.
But, I mean... You think John Lennon, you think Imagine, one of the greatest songs written of all time. It's just beautiful. Except
also,
when celebrities try to do a cover of it during a pandemic.
That was such a specific time of quarantine. Like, oh my god. I know that, you know, it's old hat to be like, oh, this past 2 years were so crazy. But, I mean, ever since, like, vaccines and stuff have been rolling out, stuff's a little bit better. I know that there's, you know, Omicron Persei 8 and, like, the Mandula oblongata virus strains. I know there's all these different strains. And yes, I'm scared of them. And yes, I'm going to get a booster. And yes, you should if you can get vaccinated, obviously.
It's
but
not it's will.
Yeah, that first part of quarantine, when it was literally everybody in your house for 2 weeks, at least 3 weeks, whatever it was supposed to be at the beginning, and then it just like went and went and went, and then celebrities from their $1 million mansions were like, oh, it's so tough to be stuck here. Oh, my personal chef only comes 3 days a week now. Oh, like I have to swim in my pool and watch movies on my I
have to spend time with my kids now.
Yeah. Oh, that is the worst part. Honestly, that's probably what they were complaining the most about.
I hated that response. Was like, so what have you been doing in quarantine? It's like, you know, spending a lot of time with the family. It's like, welcome to reality, bitch.
Yeah. It's like when parents refer to watching their children as babysitting. Like, oh, I gotta babysit. You're like, no, you just have to be a parent. Like, that's what are you talking about, babysitting? That implies a whole lot.
It implies that you're getting paid.
Yeah, and that it's not your kid. You can't babysit your own child. That's just called living.
Oh God. No,
but you know,
good song. John Lennon died a second time that day when that video was released.
Yeah.
But
and you know, he kind of deserved it. He kind of deserved to die twice. Not a great guy.
I mean,
from all accounts.
I mean, if we really want to get into it, that's going to be a whole other podcast. But you know, the guy had a fucked up life. Doesn't mean that what the things that he chose to do was any better. But like, you know, it's not like he was dealt a full hand of cards, is what I'll say.
I mean, he certainly made himself. He's just a dirtbag. What are you talking about? You can't say he's not a jerk.
Well, I mean, you know, geniuses aren't, you know, perfect, you know.
Is this your defense of Hitler, too? You're like, you know, he's a great orator.
No.
You know, I know that...
Don't you ever compare the two. You went way off track on that one. Let's move on. I'm done with this.
All right. Number 18. Another song that I totally agree with being on this list, this high up. This is Prince's Purple Rain. I mean, it's such a good song.
Yeah.
The first time I ever heard this song, funny enough, was not the Prince version. It was the Fish version.
Oh my God, he would.
Covered this song. And the drummer sang it, and he sings notoriously badly.
Oh my God.
And it was just so funny. It was just so very funny, and I enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, let me hear the actual song. And I was like, oh, this song is sung well. This is like a good song.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like Prince songs, great vocalist, Prince, but his songs are so, like, you can get away with being a bad singer, but just throwing in the, and it's like, yeah, man, he's killing this.
Plus the fact that he's a phenomenal guitar player.
Oh, God. Never really, like, gave him enough props as a guitar player.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is Purple Rain. Apparently, he was on tour with Bob Seger.
Oh,
no,
God,
he was sharing arenas with Bob Seger. So like they were probably, doing alternating nights or something like that. And so he challenged himself to write a Seger-like ballad, but instead of night moves, he channeled a heart-rending meditation on love, trust, God, and Purple Rain.
Oh. Also, Night Moves, a fucking banger.
Night Moves is a banger. I can't believe that Night Moves wasn't number 20 instead of that fucking Robin track.
We're gonna keep coming back to that.
I'm pretty salty about it. I don't think that was a good song at all.
Well, hopefully people will write in, maybe like help you understand a little bit more why it is such a popular song.
Don't at me. No. I don't even want that. I don't want you to. If that song is like your jam, don't fucking tell me. I don't want to know. I know that we generally want correspondence with our fans. I don't want that.
not on that one. God.
I don't know. I don't need to know. I don't care.
Come at him, people. Come at
Purple
him.
Rain is so good.
Whenever I hear Purple Rain, I always think of when Prince did the halftime show at the Super Bowl, and he did this song, and like one of the greatest moments of Super Bowl halftime history.
Yeah, playing in the rain.
In the rain, in those high heels.
So good. It's just, yeah, that's a banger, a bop, a zaddy.
Baby
I can't remember what
maker?
the other things were. A baby maker. That should be a new category.
That's a baby maker, man. Oof.
Yeah. I think there's certain songs that the tempo inspires, whoopee.
Thrusting.
Thrusting. Ugh.
You
What a
thrust
terrible
on beat.
word.
Thrust on beat, baby.
Thrust on beat. That sounds like instructions they give to fighter pilots. Don't forget, Private. Thrust on beat.
Aye, sir.
Roger. I've been fucking the Purple Rain for 6 years to prepare for this very moment.
Does I only like go like affiliate with pirates and navy?
Yeah, it seems like a very nautical term.
Yeah.
It's
a
like
very
it's
nautical term.
Ooh, aye, zaddy.
It's the prince. Once it gets in you, you just become all nasty and horny. I love it.
Look at me, I'm the captain now, the captain of love. Wow, wow,
wow, wow, wow. Oh my god.
Now this next song was popularized by Wayne's World.
Facts.
Which is, pretty true, honestly.
Especially in our generation.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little bit in there,
yeah. And you probably already know, if you think you know Wayne's World at all, and you'd think of an iconic song moment in that movie.
Foxy
This
Lady.
is Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh. Foxy Lady. Primus from Bill and Ted. Wrong duo. Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody is, I don't even know what kind of music this song is.
It's a mini symphony.
Yeah, it's like 10 different things and ideas and songs, and I don't know that it means anything.
Right.
In fact, the Rolling Stone article here, it says, for as elegant as it sounds, recording it was a literal mess. Freddie Mercury taped scraps of paper containing his own bizarre musical notations to his piano and simply started pounding out chords for his bandmates to follow. And then just like pieced it together. Which is insane because this song is crazy. Like I said, it's fucking, it's Bohemian Rhapsody. Is this the real life? One of the most sing-alongable songs.
Oh yeah, karaoke. I mean, so many weddings that I did either ended with this song or like it was a must play, which sometimes I feel like is the reason why I'm good on listening to the song ever again.
One of those for you, huh?
Yeah.
But do you agree with its placement in this list?
Yes. No, this is definitely a top 20 song for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who can come up with this / who's even tried to do something like this? Like, it's a song that like it's like a staple, and like don't even try to do your own like, oh, we're gonna try to do Bohemian Rhapsody, but like change it up a little bit, like do our version.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I've heard some good covers. Can you imagine like a ska cover of Bohemian Rhapsody?
Ooh, God.
I think that might be fun, actually.
Lot of kicking in there. A lot of kicking in that mosh pit.
Mama just killed me. Pick it up.
I've seen some cool things online before of like people like doing like kind of like almost like a music video, but like reenacting what the lyrics are about. And it's cool. It's dark.
It's dark?
Well, I mean, he just killed a man and he's telling his mom about.
Do you think that the man that he killed was his former self?
Whoa.
That's what I think it is.
Now we're getting into that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've always taken. I like, you know, it's a song about killing your former self and like being like, oh, sorry, it's not the person that you thought I was gonna be, Mom.
Not being the person you wanted me to be. No, it's deep. I like that. I've never listened to it in that sense.
Because I mean, Freddie Mercury wouldn't be the first artist to sing about killing somebody when they hadn't actually done it.
Right, true. 3-6 Mafia.
I did that. When I was 14.
When you were bloodshed?
When I was bloodshed.
God,
I had shed no blood. The only blood I had shed was like my mother's placenta. Like that's
okay.
Oh boy, I didn't know it was going to be that type of episode.
Oh boy, yeah. No, that's good. It deserves. It's perfect where it's at. Yeah. Because I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't go top 10.
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't go top 10.
We'll see. There's going to be some more controversial picks coming up soon, I think, too. I don't know if you'll agree with this one. I think this is a little high for this song, as much love as I have for this person. This is Beyonce's Crazy in Love at number 16.
Okay. I mean, great song. Don't get me wrong, but like, this is high.
Number 16, best song of all time?
Don't get me wrong. Again, it's her come out single. You know, she's left Destiny's Child. She's now just Beyonce. She's got future husband Jay-Z on it, giving that stamp of like fucking nasty approval.
Yeah, they had just started dating.
But what's special about this song? What's like something that this song was doing at the time that like nothing else was happening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe it's just because she's released so many other great songs since then.
Right, it's the start of a fucking movement.
And it does have, like, when Jay-Z, his verse on the song is very good. So,
I'm a sucker for the early 2000s when it was like either an R&B singer with a verse from a rapper or vice versa, a rap song, and then like a good R&B singer sang the chorus, the hook.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I think that, like, you know, what is that song? To the Left. That's that's a better song. Yeah, but I guess it just doesn't have the you know.
I mean, it blew up.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's fine. It's whatever.
It's not the best.
It's not the best. I mean, I love Beyonce. I mean, she's incredible. She's an incredible singer. The fact that she can like dance on stage while she sings and just like, it's insane.
She's got spunk.
You know who's also crazy good is Pink. I don't think that Pink gets a lot of credit, but that chick, she does like aerial acrobatics at her show.
Yes.
She's
a
doing
phenomenal
the
singer.
Silks and stuff, like aerial silks. Singing during she's insane.
No, and Hitmaker as well. She does very. I would give an underrated stamp to Pink. She's not, you know. She deserves more credit. She makes hits. She's a phenomenal singer. She puts on a show. She's badass. She's got that nice fucking like punk rock flair to her that's like
exactly
very attractive.
Yeah, she definitely was like there's pop punk that is, you know, punk that has that poppy style. She's like punk pop. So like she's a pop singer, but she definitely has a punky aspect to her. What's that one that she's like ba-da-da-na-na-na-na-na-na, I'm gonna fight.
That's the one I was thinking.
Like that's a fight.
So
anthem.
what?
Yeah, I would. I've never fought anybody in my life, and I would with that song. I would destroy Logan Paul straight up.
Is that where you're coming to the ring?
Yeah.
Is that the song?
Actually, my walk up music when I get to choose it at shows is the Tech Nine's Face Off featuring The Rock, and I just have them do The Rock verse, and I just walk up to The Rock rapping.
Don't say it's a Tech Nine song.
It's a rock song.
I know I know it's exactly it's technically Tech Nine, but it's a rock song. A coworker, big hip hop guy, last week. I can't remember. We were having a conversation, and he just gave me like the opening. Like he like said something. He's like, so, what is it about? And I was like, you're really just gonna throw this over the plate like lob?
It's about
like,
drive.
okay,
it's about power.
Drive. It's about power. And he just is like, stop. Okay. That is not a real rap song. And I was just like, oh shit, you're the first person that I've met that like is anti-rock song. He's like, rock doesn't have bars, okay? He said like 3 lines and people are losing their mind. I was like, shit.
He probably didn't even write it.
No.
But still, it's to me, it's like not good. You know, I don't look at that song and be like, wow, what a piece of artistic genius. I go, this is fucking hilarious.
I listen to it and I go, this is who I want my next president to be.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
And every time he comes out, like for like the anytime he gives a good speech or any type of thing, as he walks down the carpet towards the podium, it's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I think America is ready for its first mineral president. So the next song on here, we're on track number 15. Well, not track number 15, but number 15 on our list. You said when we were talking about what we thought would be on here, is you thought that maybe a Beatles song might be on here. And guess what, buddy? You got your Beatles song.
There it is.
It's maybe not the one that you thought, but no. This just went number 1 so quickly. Rush released in America the day after Christmas. This song hit number 1 in the States on February 1st, 1964. When the bandmates got the news in Paris during a 3-week stand there, they partied all night. Something makes me think that they were going to party all night regardless. I don't think that, like, this news changed their life. I don't think they were like, oh, it went number 1. All right, now I guess break out the Coke.
I guess we'll get some uppers going. No, that was going to happen nonetheless.
In the 60s, there wasn't really Coke, I guess.
No, it was all about, not yet at least.
I mean, it was like in drinks and stuff. Right? Like, you get prescribed liquid cocaine at that point. Make America great again. This is the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand.
It's another perfect spot. Because, I mean, this changed pop music. This is like what catapulted them into stardom. They were just a big European band, and now they're big in America, which was a big thing for especially British artists at the time. They couldn't make that transition to America. So, and I mean...
It's also, like, the most shy way to hit on somebody. Like, exactly. It's so low-key and low stakes. It's not like Music Today where it's just like, I want to lick you from your head to your toes. It's like, exactly, I want to hold your hand. Yeah. And oh my gosh, girl, if we could dance together.
Oh, man. And just wholesome for all ages. I mean, it's just,
That's why the teen girls were all screaming, like, oh my god, hold my hand, John.
Those fucking harmonies. Oh, God. Don't do it to me. Fun fact about this song, so Bob Dylan introduced the Beatles to marijuana, and, the first time they're hanging out, he lights up a joint or whatever, and he's like, yeah, want some? And he's like, oh, we've never done this before. He's like, really? Because you have a lyric in your song that says, I get high. He goes, oh no, I want to hold your hand, it's I can't hide. I was like, oh, I thought it was I can't hide, or I get high.
Are you serious? It's I can't hide?
Yes. I always thought it was I get high. And
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I can't hide.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I did it.
Oh
I blew your minds. I brought something up. Yes.
I never knew that.
Yes! We're learning things today.
That's insane. I always thought it was I Get High.
Same. And then I heard the
now,
story.
like, hearing it in context, and he goes, and my love, I can't hide.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It would be a dirtier lyric, but it's not them yet in their process yet, but that would be a dirty lyric where it's like, you know, my love, I get high, you know, because you get high from love. It's real. Yeah. Everything's possible when you're in love.
It's called oxytocin. It's called the fuck drug.
Excuse me, doctor, can you prescribe me 2 pills for the fuck drug?
Viagra?
Yeah. Fun fact. Or ecstasy, but you can't.
That is the funnest fact that I've ever heard. That's much more fun than my Pearl Jam fact. My Pearl Jam fact is like like this is a fun fact. Mine is like a sad reality. There's like a big difference between the two. It's like, oh, fun fact, the animation for Jungle Book used a lot of the same animation cells as Winnie the Pooh movie, and they just painted over them. And as opposed to like sad reality, most cruise ships have morgues on them. Like they're both factual, but one of them is kind of a bummer.
Amazing, God.
Okay, and on that note, wow, I cannot believe that. Wow, I'm in shock. I'm in such shock that we are gonna have to take a break. We're gonna have to take a break, and then we'll come back with track number 14, which we will save until we come back on the Spin Doctors. See you soon. Welcome back to the Spin Doctors. We are back with only a few more tracks in this first half of the Rolling Stones top 20 songs of all time. We just heard the Beatles' I Wanna Hold Your Hand, which was, I mean, that's a great song. It's a great song.
It's a banger.
Would it be my pick for the Beatles song to be at number 15? I understand that a lot of this is like for the history of the song, and it's like, oh, because it was, you know, it has such a place of importance historically in music, but like it's just fine, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they wrote a lot of much better, more intricate songs.
Yeah, and like how is this not? I mean, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, you know, like
banger, yeah. But it introduced the Beatles to America. You know, we're talking about the importance of the song, of the time that it came out.
That makes sense. And now we're going to continue with number 14, another British band. Only a few years after the Beatles, this song came out. This is number 14. This is the Kinks' Waterloo Sunset.
Great song. This is surprisingly high.
Yeah, I feel like it is very high on the list. Like it's another one where
I'm not saying
that
it's a bad song, but it's just like this is like how you said about the Beatles. This isn't the Kinks song that I would guess would be in the top 20.
Yeah, the Kinks is also the Kinks is one of those bands that I kind of missed out on. Like I never listened to the Kinks, and I know that like our buddy Sal Espana, he loves the Kinks. Like that's one of his favorite bands. San Luis Obispo comedian staple, he's great. He loves the Kinks, and I don't think I've ever listened to a Kinks song.
Okay,
but I know that, you know, I didn't know that they were, I guess, popular or respected enough worldwide to be this high up on the list, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
So apparently this is a delicate guitar ballad about a solitary man who watches the world from his window, gazing on a couple of lovers who meet at a dismal London train station. All right, so we're going to get really nice and happy for this song right here. This is Waterloo Sunset.
It's a fucking riff.
I thought it was going to be much sadder. I thought it was going to be, like, pining.
Right.
Such a 60s guitar tone.
Oh, yeah. I feel like when it comes to the Kinks, like, I guess to kind of like do like a comparison thing, it's like you had the Beatles and the Stones, but then you had like the like hipper kids, like the Kinks. I feel like in the 90s it would have been the equivalent would be like, there's Nirvana, there's Pearl Jam, but the hipper kids like Soundgarden.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like they're just like, I don't know, like a Beatles, like a Beatles B-side. Like if the Beatles were the Beatles, they'd be the Beatles. I guess is what I'm saying.
It was great, man. You gotta respect them. A lot of underground bands from like the early 2000s, like Kinks are their shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's just like that, and that riff is good, like you said, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's anything especially to be number 14 on greatest list. I mean,
I would guess, like, if you were to tell me that the Kinks song was number 14, which one is it? I would guess You Really Got Me.
Yeah. Or Lola.
Or Lola, or All Day and All Night.
But I don't know. I guess, yeah, I guess I've heard a couple of Kinks songs, but
yeah.
Waterloo Sunset doesn't seem like, I don't know, even the most popular song. It's
pretty. It's nice. It's just, it's surprising.
It's fine. It's just fine. It's not number 14 worthy, though. Now, what would be a Rolling Stone list without mentioning the eponymous Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
There was bound to be a Rolling Stones song on here, and unlike a couple of other songs on here, I think that they made a good choice in which one they picked to be on this list. Rolling Stones do have a pretty big discography. I gotta grant them that, even though they're not one of my favorite bands. I feel like it's one of those things, like you're a Beatles kid or a Rolling Stones kid. Yeah. You know, like you kind of, there's a dichotomy there, and I was definitely the Beatles kid. In fact, one time when I was in 3rd grade, my teacher was a huge Beatles fan, and she knew that I was a Beatles fan, and so we went to the PCPA, which is the local like performance space, and there was a Beatles cover band and a Rolling Stones cover band.
What?
And yeah, and the Beatles band played, and then the Rolling Stones band came up and started to play, and I was like, fuck this, I'm out. But I mostly remember that time. No, I was like, time to go home. Like, I'm done. Shit. I'm done with this. But the thing that I remember most about that time is that was the first time I ever had Rolos.
What? You had a Rolo at a Rolling Stone cover band?
Well, I ate it during the Beatles, thank you. I left during the Rolling Stones.
I guess you could have called it a Rolco. You know, that sounded a lot funnier in my head.
Yeah, because it sure didn't sound funny out loud.
Fuck you.
Oh boy, you know, so sometimes my roasts come at you like an attack, and you just gotta curl up into a ball and yell, "Gimme shelter!"
Ooh, see, there's his first transition. Now this is good. I like this because
that's what I'm saying.
Typical, you would have gone Satisfaction, because especially after the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand, we're just doing like what's their big thing that got them into the
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Jumpin' Jack Flash, exactly. But this is great. This is like this is the fucking Stones right here as a song.
This is like, it's this and Fortunate Son are like Vietnam.
Oh, such a good point. Such a fucking good point. Helicopters going over the jungle to this song. This is so real.
Every single Vietnam movie plays Gimme Shelter over a scene of the helicopter like flying into the place. And the army, you know, or the Marines or whatever, have like the paint on and they're smoking cigarettes or they're like smoking out of their gun barrels.
Exactly. No, this is good. I saw the Rolling Stones for my first time a couple months ago, Bucket List, and this song fucking went. Like, it was amazing. He had the backup singer at a certain point. He let her, like, take the front of the stage at a big catwalk. She went to the front of the catwalk, and she just kind of, like, starts doing her own thing, kind of doing some improv and, like, wow, and stuff, and, like, had, like, this, like, fun kind of one of those, dresses that
Mick
have,
had to
like,
go backstage and take his insulin.
Am I good, mate? Am I good? The heart's good. New heart's good. But like she had like this like beautiful dress on. She was just like fucking like whipping the hair around and stuff. It was.
Oh, it was Willow Smith.
God damn it.
But yeah, dude, that's a song that even I, as not a Rolling Stones fan, I'm like, this is a good song, especially because it's so of its era. A cool thing about it, fun fact, this song was written in the verse, the what am I trying to say? The music was written in 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Keith Richards wrote it in 20 minutes.
I mean, it's at that moment of their career where it's like there's that nice. I feel like there's a pocket, whether how big it is, but like as an artist, whatever medium you're into, there's that pocket where like you really fucking get like understand like what makes great art, and you're still fresh enough to like you haven't burned through all of your ideas yet.
Yeah,
and like you're just like truly making the best shit that you're going to make. And I feel like this is one of those moments in the Stones catalog that's like, okay, we know how to write a song, we know what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah,
let's like fucking like get into it.
Keith probably was just like tooling around on the guitar, and he's just like that first chord, and he's like, oh, this is kind of cool.
What
and
if I keep doing that?
Yeah. Also, it's a very cool album cover. If you ever see it, the album cover "Let It Bleed" is like a weird, like, you know those recipes from the 50s that had Jello and everything, and like it would be like salmon Jello tartlet with cherry jubilee, like, and you have to light Jello on fire and put it's one of those on top of a tire, on top of a clock, because time is a flat circle. I think there's probably a pie in the middle there, and then it's all on top of a record.
all about it. Yeah.
Luckily,
I will say though, at my birthday dinner at Chili's, if you bring out this Rolling Stones cake, I will fucking take that free dessert.
Give me shelter, more like give me some more.
More like give me some cake.
Number 12, another absolute banger. We're getting, we've stayed really in the 60s for the past couple of songs, and now we're gonna hit the 70s, gonna get some funky times, because which is kind of funny that it's playing right after Gimme Shelter, because it was debuted while this artist was opening for the Rolling Stones in the summer of 1972. And that artist is Stevie Wonder, and that song is Superstition. Okay,
hold on. There was a tour where Stevie opened for the Stones?
Yep, summer of 1972.
Fuck.
And he debuted this song.
Fuck. How do you follow that? Even if you have Gimme Shelter at the time. It's like, what? Oh my god.
This is funk.
Very important song.
I mean, yeah. It's such a classic. It's one of those songs that has been covered a billion times by every artist under the sun.
Right. And to give, I mean, I'm not I'm not a musical historian, but at the time, if I'm not wrong, Stevie Wonder has been on Motown in a sense. He's only done like what Motown wants him to do. This is his coming out party. This is him being like, no, I'm making exactly what I want to make, and like no one is going to say anything about it. And he comes out with this shit.
It says here that he wrote this at 22, age 22. He wrote this song.
God.
He wrote it at a drum set, humming the other parts to himself.
Ugh.
God, so he's just playing drums when at 22.
Virtuoso. God damn it. Because back in the day,
I don't know
he
what
was
I was
little
doing at 22.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
I was not doing this at 22. That's for sure.
No. This is like when we reviewed Adele, and it was like at 19 she had written all that fucking crazy shit.
Exactly.
It just hurts, man. It just hurts to know that, I thought I was so special. I thought I was so talented. I always thought that, totally. I could do anything. Yeah. And then I just see that
everything was possible at 22.
Yeah, but nobody likes you when you're 23. That's canon. It's been established.
There's anything I learned from our generation, man.
That's the lore of our generation. That's the chapter of history, right? Is nobody likes you when you're 23.
I remember when I turned 23. Real quick story.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, I remember this so specifically. I was working at Panera Bread, and just killing it. Obviously, basically the Stevie Wonder
stacking
of my
bread
generation.
at the bread.
Stacking bread at the bread. I wasn't even making I wasn't even doing that. I was making salads. That's how low on the totem pole I was at.
Oh, getting bread. That green, making greens.
Just green on green, baby. And I had just turned 23, and there was a coworker named Shane, and he's like,
now this is an important point. Is this Shane with a Y or without a Y?
Without a Y. He's not that hip.
All right.
It was like, I remember my 23rd birthday was like one of the first moments I was like, fuck, like I'm getting older. Like there's like a dark sense of me of like, I didn't think I was going to make it that far. I don't know. At a young age, I couldn't fathom myself in my 20s. And it was like, shit, I'm 23. Like this is really happening. I'm like really getting older in a sense. And a coworker, Shane, was like, you just turned 23. And then like for the rest of the day, he kept singing, nobody loves Nick when he's 23. And like the first time was like, huh, yeah, good one. And then he continued to sing it throughout the whole shift. And like it just kept getting darker and darker. And then like by the time I clocked out, I was like, yeah, I don't think anyone's ever going to love me.
I think this is it for me, man.
I think this is it. I think I peaked.
It never reached that. So a lot of times there will be a thing when somebody repeats it over and over and over again, where it'll be like really, really funny, and it'll get funnier and funnier and funnier. And then there's a steep drop off where it's not funny anymore. Like it's just like, cause it's been repeated too much. But if you just push through and you get through that slump of where it's really, really not funny, and that you're doing this bit to the other person, and like, just stop it. I don't fucking care anymore.
No,
you keep it up, and it comes back around, and it becomes exponentially funnier than it ever was.
It's a roller coaster, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
God.
Comedy is like Tatsu in that way. That's a roller coaster from Six Flags, for anybody who doesn't know. If you're from Ohio. We have reached the last song that we're doing on this episode. And this is a song that I think is close to your heart, Nick, because this was on the Lost episode.
Oh, the great Lost episode.
The great and mysterious mythological Lost episode.
I heard that they're selling bootlegs of that episode in Brooklyn. There's a guy on the street that's selling it on cassette tape.
He's like, bing bong. Get the spin doctors. The Lost episode, bing bong, fuck your life. Right? Those are TikTok, baby.
God, I hate the sentence anytime I do it, where it's like, I saw a video on TikTok. I hate that sentence. I hate that I open conversations with that sentence.
Also, I think that's how like boomers say. I think you just say, I saw a TikTok.
Oh, I saw a video on TikTok?
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok? No.
It's like saying, I saw a movie on YouTube.
I'll say that too. I'm not gonna front where I've seen things. I saw a movie at my friend's house. I saw it. I was
on the YouTubes, and I saw a movie that was on there. It was a cute little movie about a little horse, and it was a cute little movie about a little man, and he was standing above a jar, and I didn't see what happened next.
What movie is this?
Oh, you don't know about the man standing over the jar?
Oh dear God.
Our listeners know about the man standing over the jar. You know.
I don't like this.
You know what he did with that jar. You know where that thing went. When he...
Bing bong!
This is off of Pet Sounds. This is the Beach Boys, God Only Knows.
It's perfect.
So the Beach Boys is all about the vocals in my mind.
Yes, it's all about harmonies, baby.
Yeah. And like the clean tones and notes that they sing. It also sounds like a Christmas song. It's got jingle bells in it.
Well, I was gonna say, this always makes me think of one of my favorite Christmas movies, which is Love Actually. And this is the song that they play at the end of the movie. So in a sense, you could like correlate that a little bit with Christmas.
Well, it's got jingle bells. That's the only instrument that means a holiday.
If it's not during December, then they're just bells.
No. Well, first of all, this is during December. It's Toyota Truck Month, baby. This is the December to Remember sales event. Bells are always Christmas time. Even like you get the jingle bell ones, those are Christmas time. Even like the ding dong, those are Christmas time bells. Like that, a bell is a Christmas instrument. It's another ploy by Big Christmas to ingratiate itself into your hearts and souls. That's what it is. There's no other holiday that has its own instrument. You know, it's not like, oh, it's Arbor Day. Boom, boom, boom. Let me slip out a bass solo.
Halloween has the theremin.
Okay, yeah, Halloween does have a theremin. Okay, you're right. I'm not gonna say you're wrong about that because that's 100% true. All right, you've proven me wrong. Do you feel good about yourself now?
4th of July has trumpets.
No, trumpets. When I hear trumpets, I think of like a king entering a room.
Okay. Valentine's Day has the harp.
Valentine's Day has the sound of my heart breaking.
Which is a harp that is out of tune.
It's a very discordant harp. it's the heart harp, and it heart. I was trying to like shoehorn Hertz into there. I'm fine. I'm great. Everything's good.
Also, God Only Knows has one of my favorite lyrics, and it's heavy, but I may not always love you, as long as there are stars above you. It's fucking, it's some real relationship shit that, like, people don't want to, like, fully understand, or not understand, but, like, take in, accept, and it's real, like, a real relationship. Like, I don't love you all the time, whether it's girlfriend, whether it's friends, whether it's family. Like, there's times I fucking hate you, but you know what? There will be a time.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, you know, it's kind of a weird place to end the episode. I wish that number 10 was like way more of number 11 was way more of a banger. You know, I wish Superstition had been number 11. You know, I would have felt a lot better about that. And honestly, I think Superstition's a better song.
I mean, we're comparing mashed potatoes with the steak, but okay.
Okay, but you can do that. Like, you can do that. Like, that's a thing. A steak is solid, mashed potatoes are lumpy and soft. Like, there's a comparison.
It depends. Are you vegan?
Okay, then that's like the saying you can't compare apples and oranges. You absolutely can.
No, that's 100%. You totally can.
You can compare any two things. That's what comparing is. Any two things. There's nothing, like, you can compare anything. I could be like, oh, I'm going to compare a volcano to Minnesota. And I'd be like, they're both land masses compared. Fuck Spin Doctor. I'm the fucking compare surgeon. I know how to compare.
Compare surgeon.
I'm the comparant. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I don't want to be the comparant. No.
I mean, aren't all fathers comparants?
Whoa.
And that's our episode of Spin Doctors.
That has been the first half, episode part 1 of our Rolling Stones list of the top 500 best songs of all time. We will return with episode 2 and give you the top 10, which is going to be the best of the best. It's got to be. It's got to be better than this absolute fucking shit that's been on here. It's been good. It's just, I think some things have been
I don't think we should have done this episode.
Yeah, is this episode good? Please tell us if the episode is good. I can't tell. Big thank you to you listeners for listening. I mean, obviously, you probably haven't made it to the end of this episode, but just in case you have, thank you for listening. We lost some
haircuts.
Yeah, exactly. That was the last funny thing we said. You know, if you like the show generally, maybe not this episode in particular, but like in a general sense, maybe you like the show, share with your friends. We don't pay to advertise. Big thank you to Pale Blue Dot for our theme for you off of the album Kingdom, Phylum, Class, Order, Family, Genus, Species. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's a great album. Go get it. Sorry, this has been the Spin Doctors. I've been Rick Storer.
I've been Nick Malizia.
And next time will be a better episode. Bye.